Alright, so let's say for this trick, I hand the deck over to the spectator and they give it a shuffle. And they can even look at all the cards and see that they're all different as well. After they had done that, I would explain that all I'm going to do is riffle my thumb down the side of the deck and they call out stop whenever they would like. So let's say they call out stop right here. So I would say, are you sure? And they would say yes. Say, okay. The card you stopped at is the 3 of hearts. Now, if the spectator wanted to, they could sign the card, but it's not necessary. So now, all the spectator has to do is once again say stop. Let's say right here, and I would say, are you sure? Would you like less? Would you like more? Let's say they want a little more. So I would say, okay, go ahead and call out stop again then. Stop. Right here, are you sure? You don't want less? You don't want any more? No, right here. Okay. I'm going to place your 3 right here, and you can even push it in. So let's say the spectator pushes it in, and I say, look. All I have to do is give the deck one riffle, and you'll see the 3 of hearts comes right back to the top. So, that is actually the first half of the trick. So let's try this one more time. We take your 3, and we place it in about middle this time, give or take a few. Say about there. We place it in. I'll say, okay, look, all you have to do is snap your fingers. Let's say they do that, and I say, the 3 of hearts has actually risen to the top. So now, we're going to try this again. Say stop. Right here. Perfect. I place it in, and it comes back to the top. Let's go ahead, and for the last time, take your 3, and let's lose it somewhere into the deck like this. And maybe we'll give it a few cuts as well. So now, as you can see, your card isn't on top, the Jack of Clubs, and it's not on the bottom, the 3 of Spades. So now all you have to do is touch any card you would like. Let's say this one. So I'll say, okay, 1 card less would have been the 5 of diamonds. 1 card more would have been the 10 of diamonds. You had the 3 of hearts. If I snap my fingers, 1 card and 1 card only, the 3 of hearts. Alright, so that is what we are going to be learning in today's video. But before I actually teach you all of that, I'm going to be going over the very last deck review. Now, for those of you that don't know, recently I had won CardMechanic's 13K giveaway bundle. I made a whole video on it, so I will link that down below. So, really nice video with some very nice stuff I got. So, if you haven't had a chance to check that out yet, make sure you do. And in the bundle, he actually sent 3 mystery decks. I reviewed the first 2 decks, the Lady Moon and the Deck Starter, so I will link those down below as well. And this video is going to be for the very last deck, which are the Avocados. So, without further ado, let's get into the last deck review. So, starting with the box here, you can see it says Avocados in like a salmon pink sort of lettering. Okay, they're like bubbles, bubble letters. Avocados has a pit right here, so like the center of an avocado. Has some light green here. There's some light green, maybe a little darker on the outside, then even more darker on the outside. Okay, so avocados are green, so there's different shades of green here. This is the front of the box. Just a very nice, simple tuck. Nothing too crazy. Now on the side, it's actually going to have this little design. And this is going to carry over for the top of the box, like this. So you can see those little marks on top there. I'm not too sure what those would be for. but right there. And then the other side of the box as well. Now the bottom of the box is going to have some copyright about OPC, Organic Playing Cards, who designed these cards. They were distributed by Riffle Shuffle, and these came out in 2020, and they are the first edition of 3000. So basically, they're limited. If you check out my deck starter review, which will be down below, those are also a limited edition. I'm not too sure about the Lady Moons, though. So if you know, please let me know down below. And then the back of the box has a little barcode that says 3000, and then it says OPC with 3000. It says freshly printed cards grown in USA. You can see that design on the top and the sides carry over to the back. So this is going to be your tuck. And nothing is embossed, by the way. Usually there's something raised or embossed. The texture's different. But this time it's not. It's actually flat. Now if we open up the tuck flap, you're going to see the pattern carries down, goes even more to the box. Okay, so it carries down even more. We open this up, you're going to see the two tuck flaps have the same design. And then look at this. I never owned any of Riffle Shuffle's cards, but when I saw this, I was blown out of the water. They have their social medias linked on the tuck flap. So instead of an extra ad card like Bicycle, ones people usually throw away, they don't care about, it's right on the tuck flap here, so you always have it, which I think is very nice, especially if you're performing and someone wants to know what websites they can check out or social medias. You can have them look at the box here, take a picture, write it down, whatever. If you have a spare deck of these, you can give them the deck so they can have the cards and the social media. Just a very nice touch I like. The inside of the box is just going to be a dark green. I don't think the pattern goes down on the inside. But this was the tuck box. Now, what extra cards do you receive? Well, you receive a few things. But first, let's go over the back design. Going to be like a salmon pink, but instead it's going to have the two avocados with the center inside of it. Okay, so this is your back design. And the border is going to be white. The first thing you're going to receive is a double backer. And look here how there's one avocado with a pit, but then here it doesn't have a pit, okay? So I found that very interesting there. So this is actually one of the first cards you will receive. The next one is a duplicate 9 of Spades. So that's a very nice thing as well. And look how dark the black cards are. They actually look green. So probably for the Spades, I won't go over the numbers in depth. And also for the clubs, they're going to be the same color. So for the numbers, I'm not going to go over them because they're going to be Bicycle Standard. Except they're going to have this dark color. Now you do receive two jokers. The first joker is a half avocado with a pit inside. Okay, so right there. The next one actually has an avocado with the pit, but it says 9 of clubs. So now you have the 9 of clubs for the joker and the 9 of spades for a duplicate card. So you can do whatever you want with the two black 9s, which I think is very nice. I never seen that done before. So the cards themselves, I actually used these once or twice, so they're not going to be in order, but you're going to get the gist of it. So, the red cards are going to be a salmon pink, okay? So I'm not going to go over these in depth, but I'll lower this down if you want to take a look. And the black cards are going to be green. Now, the Queen of Clubs, look at these court cards. They're going to be bicycle. The colors are going to be different, but they're going to have a little touch added to them. So, in this case, it looks like the Queen of Clubs is holding some sort of plant. Maybe an avocado plant of some sort. Here is the Ace of Spades. Okay, so you can see how it has that salmon pink on the outside. Has like a yellow stem, and then it's green and with some nice little design in the middle of it. There is the ace. The Jack of Clubs, he is actually... Okay, so he has like avocado oil there for cooking. So it's bicycle, but the colors are different. So here's the red cards. You can see how they're salmon pink. So nothing too bad going on there. Jack of Diamonds. He has like one avocado cut in half maybe. Or two halves of an avocado. So it's the same as bicycle except the colors are different. Jack of Spades. We take a look here. He actually has something on his finger. Maybe that's something to do with avocado. I'm not too sure. Can you even see that? Don't know if you can. Think right there, maybe. I'll move it up a little and down. So actually, right there where my finger is, he has something. So, going through the rest of these, here's the Queen of Diamonds. She has like a plate with avocados on it. And then the rest of these, the aces are going to remain the same. So the color is going to be different, but it's going to be bicycle. Queen of Hearts actually has like a little... like a tray of avocados or a bushel or something. So each of them has something to do with avocado. So right here, the Jack has like chopsticks and he's gonna eat the avocado. The King of Clubs has a sword and it's like an avocado on top of there. King of Diamonds actually has like a bag of avocados right here. King of Hearts has an avocado with no center or pit. King of Spades actually has like a box of avocados. You can't really see it though. Now, the Queen of Spades has like toast with avocado on top of it. Ace of Hearts is going to be the same. Ace of Clubs the same. And that does it for the avocados. So I hope you enjoyed that review. Hopefully I didn't go too fast, but I'm sure there's other reviews on YouTube going over the cards. So, without further ado, let's get into what we are going to be learning today. Now, I'm sure everyone knows this, but just in case you don't, the deck I'm using are the Black Bicycle Standards. I'm not going to be doing a review on these because everyone knows what bicycles are. These are the same bicycles as a red or blue, except they're in black. I actually got these at Walmart in a 2-pack. So 2 black. Okay, so right here is the open red, open black, and these 2 are sealed. Okay, so I found these at Walmart. So these are the cards I'm going to be using today. So, what we're going to be actually learning is not really the trick per se. I will go over how I did the trick, but I wanted to teach you the center double lift. Now, I actually had a little trouble deciding what to teach you, and I thought about it and I realized I haven't uploaded a video actually revolving around the double lift in quite a while. So I thought I would teach you a double lift not used too often with not too many tutorials, but it's a real nice one if you want to get straight into a double lift. So this is going to be the center double from the middle of the deck. Now, in case you don't know what double lift is, it's essentially lifting two cards as one. And for my longtime viewers, you actually know I have a few videos on double lifts already, so you should be pretty comfortable with the handling. But for those of you that are new, I will leave the two videos down below. And I was actually looking through my channel, and I saw the double lift that Shin Lim uses. I taught that one a while back. It's actually my highest viewed video, so that actually surprised me. So I'll leave that down below. So the double lift, I'll go over it real quick, both of them. But if you want a better look at it, check the videos down below. But the one I usually do is the strike double. So remember, you have a card in a second position. I'll go over all that toward the end of the video. But how I do this is simple. I hold the deck like this, with my thumb across the middle, my middle ring pinky on the side, index on top. And the deck is actually going to be a little beveled, not too far. And you want to be able to squeeze down with your thumb and create a little bend or bevel like this, because you're going to be riffling up with your finger and catching two cards. Now this won't come at first, but with some practice you'll be able to. Maybe you want to keep a break under two cards and practice just lifting up to the break, so you can feel what a two card as one feels like. And then once you have those two cards, you're going to put all your fingers down, keeping it square and still. Going to be moving this hand down and up a little, because the card is going to come right off of the deck some. You're going to turn it over, and it's going to be like this. Usually I don't do it as high as that. I usually do it like this. Okay? So then your index finger can come over to the top right side. You lift up some. Make sure your three fingers are out of the way. It'll pop up at the bottom right there. You put your pinky in. You push down. You have your break. And then, okay, so you have your break. Then you can come over, go right into that break, turn it over, and you switched it out. Once again, if you would like a more in-depth tutorial, check out the link down below. And really quick, I will go over the Shin Lim double lift. So, for this one, you're going to need to be able to lift up on two cards. So whether that's a break at the beginning, or if you can just lift up on two. So you can do a pinky count or whatever suits you, but you're going to come over and have your break. Once you have that, you're going to take your middle and thumb, place on the top right and top right for the bottom, okay? So the top and bottom, both on the right corners. Going to lift up the two cards here. Going to use your thumb to push the card down. It's going to rotate like this. And when you're done pushing it down, it's actually going to fall onto your pinky, because you can lower your hand down, let go of everything, and you're going to have your break. And then you can either turn it over the same way, or what you can do is turn it over the strike double way. So either way you want to, you're going to need to be comfortable with the double lift. I'll leave the videos down below if you want a better understanding. So for the strike double, you're going to want to know how to riffle down the side of the deck. This shouldn't be hard at all, but if you want to tutorial here, you're going to hold the deck, move this up a little, like in Mechanic's grip, your 3 fingers on the side, index on top, thumb on the left side. You're going to riffle down like this, so you're just going to place pressure and move your thumb down. Now, if you want to, you can have your index finger curled. Might be a little easier, especially if you're new at this. But if you do it this way, make sure you're holding the deck with your other hand like this. Thumb on the bottom, 3 fingers on top, index curled. So you can riffle down, they'll say stop. When they say stop, you're going to say, are you sure? Yes. All you're going to do is you're going to adjust your hand. So if you're like this, you're going to move your hand down and move your index finger out of the way. But keep your other hand on, keeping the break. Okay? And then you can move your hand up a little because you're going to need your index finger. If you're like this, you don't need to worry. You just keep the break open. You riffle down, they say stop. Say, are you sure? You put your finger in the break, and all you're going to do is riffle 1, 2 cards, okay? So now they're separated from the deck. Right here are the 2 cards. You're going to put your middle finger on it, okay? So turn your hand a little, put your middle finger there, then one of 2 things. You can either, okay, so 1, 2, you can either rotate this card out along your ring finger, or if you want to, right here, you can rotate it along your middle finger. But either way you do it, you should be in this position, okay? So sort of like a shin limb double lift. So right here, stop. We take it out. And you're going to make sure your middle finger is holding the top corner of the card together. So when you finish peeling it out, the bottom pops out. You can put your thumb on the other side, take it out, use your index finger to push down, put on top of the deck, keeping everything still, but your pinky's there for a break. You can turn it over, and now the card is switched out. So that's really all the center double is. It's not very hard. I'll go over it one more time the best I can. Okay, so essentially you're going to riffle down. They call out stop. You put your index finger here. You riffle 2 cards. You put your middle finger there. You take all this out. You grab the bottom with your thumb. If you want to, keep your index finger there, because then you can take this out. You're going to turn your hand the other way. Okay, so down. Or your index finger can push down. It doesn't matter. Put it on top of the deck. Make sure you hold a break. You turn it over, and now it's switched out. And that's really all the center double is. So now let's go over the trick I did. It was just an ambitious card, but you can do whatever you would like. So, the first thing I did was I had the deck shuffled, okay? And I made sure they saw all the cards were different, okay? After this, I performed the center double. So I riffle down, they call out stop, and I show them, so right here, the 8 of clubs. Now, if they want to, they can sign this, but they don't have to. You turn it over, you put this in the middle, or they can call stop, whatever. You push it in, and now the 8 is on top. So now that's a good trick on its own, but what I did was I stepped it up a little. And so I actually did a Marlo Tilt. So I had the card, I caught a break under the top card. Okay, I'll leave a link for the Marlo Tilt down below. And actually for the bluff pass as well. And the pinky count. So once I had my break, I just did a Marlo Tilt. I put it in. And I did a strike double, showing it jumped to the top. Okay, so then I put this in the middle. and is back on top again. I'll go over the Marlo Tilt really quick and the Bluff Pass really quick as well. But once again, they will be in the description. So you're going to want to catch a break under the top card. So however you want to do that, go ahead. I'll leave a link for the pinky count, but you can do that, which I'm not going to go over, because that's going to take too long. So you can riffle up if you want. Take the card, gonna poke some cards out from the middle. I push them in with my index finger, and I use my thumb to lift up half the deck. Might be a little risky because of the side, and they might see the break, so watch your angles. So I put the card in, but not all the way. Then I drop the break. Okay, keeping the break, but not flashing it. And then I push it in. Give it a little dribble. You don't have to. And now it's second. Or you can have a break. Have your 3 fingers on the top. Rifle down, they say stop. And wherever they say stop, gonna lower your hand, let go of the break, and lift up on that one card. They put the 8 in. You have the card like this. I come over. I lift up everything. And I dribble. Just like that. So what does that look like? It looks like this. We have the 8. They say stop. I have them put the 8 in. Wasn't my best performance because I flashed the break there. But you get the gist of it. That's how you're going to be able to do it. So now you do the double lift. You can show the 8 is on top. You put it in the middle. And now all I did was I forced this card. So I did my favorite force, which is the spread force or the call force. I'll leave a link for the call down below as well. So basically, every move I'm talking about will be down below. I don't remember if the spread call is in the call video. But if it's not, let me know down below and I will more than happy make a video for it. Okay, so you can really have this anywhere you want. I used to have this 4th from the top. Then I decided to step it up and do it 5th from the top. So you can do that any way you want. But what I did was an overhand shuffle. And I will leave a link for that down below as well. So the card was on top, and I taught this plenty of times, okay? So you held the deck like this, 3 fingers on top, index on the side, thumb on the bottom. I chop off about half, and then casually, okay? So don't make it look like you're counting, but you actually are. You know the 8 on top is 1. You want 5, so I go 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And then that should place it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. So you know it's on top, so you're going to place 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that again. So I take this off, and I just count. And then I injog the next card, like this. And then I shuffle the rest of these at the front, and when I get near the bottom, I come to the back. That's just to hide the injog right here. And then I lift up, and I push in. And a few things you can do. You can shuffle these off, or you can cut them to the table. I'll go over both. So if you want to, you can shuffle them off. So hold that break. And you can start shuffling these, okay? And then, once the break gets smaller and smaller, so here's the jog card, you push it down, you throw the rest on top. So now it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one way you can do it. Another way is like this. So we have 1 in your head, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put it down. And now you're going to lift up, push in, okay? And you can really do whatever you would want. You just want this half to stay intact, so don't mess with it. But this half you can mess with however you would like. So you can cut it, and it doesn't matter. Because now it's going to be 5th. And now you can even show your card isn't on top, it's not on the bottom. If they're a heckler, you can show the top 3 or 2. It's not on top. Even the 4th one, don't show the 5th one. If you do have to show the 5th one, do a double lift, but justify why you're doing it this way and not just taking it off. Unless you can push over 2 cards as one for like a push-off double lift and then show that way. You can play around with it though. It's not on the bottom. And now you're going to do the call. So I'll leave that down below as well. But you're going to push over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I usually push over 6. I take my thumb on top of the 4th. And I pull it on top of the 5th. Line it up as 1. Doesn't have to be exact, because this is going to be a big motion. You pin it down with your thumb. Use your fingers here to pull it out. You're going to hear a little click or a pop. You spread. They touch any card. Let's say this one. You tap all these. Moving the 8 right there. So you can push it out and you can show 1 card less was the 3. 1 card more was the 9. But you stopped at the 8 of clubs. One more time, I'll go over the call. And I'll actually leave this face up. So I push over about 6. I line up the 4th card with the 5th card. Sometimes with my finger, sometimes with my thumb. You hold it down. You peel these out. It'll click or pop off. Make sure your pinky's at the bottom to level the card. So it doesn't go too far and it doesn't go too high. You spread, they touch. Let's say this one. Whatever card they touch, you want it under the spread. Okay, so it's going to be under their selection right here. They touch, tap, and the 8 is right there. And that is basically the whole trick. I'll go over that really quick one more time. What the whole routine should look like. Keep in mind though, your performance should look better than mine. So, the deck is shuffled. They can see all these are different. You're going to riffle down and they're going to call out stop. So stop right here. Are you sure? Yes. So in this case, we stopped at the 9 of hearts. They're going to call out stop again. Let's say right there. You can actually show them. Their card goes somewhere near the top, okay? So, I wanted it near the middle, but I think since it's near the top, it was actually easier to make it come to the top. So now, we'll put this somewhere near the middle, okay? Because that's where I wanted it originally. And I think with a little dribble, we can get it to come to the top. So now they call out stop again. Stop. And I think you nailed it right near the middle there. Because it's actually on top like that. So now we're going to take your card and let's say we lose it somewhere into the deck like this. And I'm actually going to show you here that your card isn't near the top any. So not here near the top. And it's not near the bottom any as well. So I'm going to get for you to touch 1 card and 1 card only. So let's say we go through, you touch this one. Are you sure? No? Okay. Right here, yes? Okay. So right there, 1 card less would have been the King of Hearts. 1 card more would have been the King of Clubs. Not bad. You touch 1, and that 1 card is the 9 of Hearts. So, that is the video for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me go over real quick what I did at the end there, because I didn't go over it, but it's real simple here. So for the call, all I did, so we know here's the 9. Whatever card they touch, let's say this one, do they want it? No. Well, that's fine, because since your spread is still under, or actually above the bottom card, you could technically spread down to near the bottom, and they can touch whatever one they want. No, 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 yes. Square it up, and it's actually the 9, okay? So that is just something I wanted to go over real quick. It doesn't matter which one they touch, because they're always going to touch the 9. So that was the trick for today. I hope you enjoy that. I hope you enjoyed the center double. Check out all the videos I'm going to link down below. There's a video down below that isn't linked that I mentioned. Let me know down in the comments and I will link that as soon as I can. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know about the 3 deck reviews. Which one was your favorite? Which deck is your least favorite? What did you think about the center double, the trick? What else would you like to see on here moving forward? I think that's everything. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all of you with a new video next time. Bye.